We attracted our audience by looking at our survey again and deciding what key aspects of our survey that the respondents liked the most. One of the questions we asked was what childlike toys and props they would like to see. 20.73% of respondents said that they would like to see some sort of storybook manipulated to look scarier. I found inspiration for this from Pinterest. I like the idea of blackout stories where parts of the text were scribbled out to form new sentences. After this research, I found some text online from children's storybooks, which I then manipulated to look like the ones from Pinterest by using a thin black marker to scribble out certain words, giving it a careless yet creepy effect. We then decided to stick these texts in our scrapbook prop.
I looked at our survey from the target audience to find out what they wanted to see in our opening credits. In terms of costume, 14.24% of the audience said that they would expect the girl to be wearing a Victorian nightgown. I researched into common costumes worn in psychological horror films and found that the protagonist usually wears minimalistic, dark and dirty clothes. Films where the characters are wearing Victorian nightgowns as inspiration for our opening credits. Finding a nightgown proved to be very difficult as we found that they were either too expensive or didn't look how we wanted them to. We phoned around to different charity shops as we wanted to keep costs down, however nowhere seemed to have them. In the end, we had to compromise and buy one off of Amazon, which was quite expensive and not the pure white colour that we wanted, but was the only one we could find in our timescale.
To attract our audience, we focused heavily on the props that we used within the opening credits. We used our audience feedback from the survey that we sent out to our target audience to make sure that we used the props that they wanted to be used within psychological thrillers. After analysing our survey results, we concluded that the most popular props that the target audience wanted us to include were a rocking horse. However, we decided the focus would be on creating creepy dolls. I made a creepy doll during one of my practical tasks. To do this, I used a normal doll that I had at home and scratched out the eyes with a knife. I took the doll outside and poured water over it before rubbing it into dirt. I added more water to the dirt and focused it on the cloth body of the doll.